Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your
Live trainings this February, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific. Ash Knows Travel. Let's get ready to lock in and change the travel industry. Welcome to Ash Knows Travel, the future of travel. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is all about Vacation Express. I'm going to do a deep dive, and I'm going to take you step by step through the platform, showing you where to find the best packages, their marketing, how to price their trips correctly, the deposits kind of systems that they do. I mean, we're doing everything inside of Vacation Express. Now, I'm going to tell you before I even start, if you use Vax a lot and you're booking Mexico Caribbean, this is a training for you, okay? They have some of my favorite resorts that I can never find on Vax. So it's like a good Vax alternative, yes? But anyways, this walkthrough is perfect whether you are to Vacation Express or you just want to feel more confident about navigating it and using it part of the process. So if you are live here, you already know the drill. Go ahead and say hello for me in the chat so that I know that you're here. And if you happen to be catching this on a replay, go ahead and comment replay for me so that I know that you stopped by. And of course, before we get started, you guys should already know I like to show you what I'm doing next. So on Thursday, we're going to have a little training called What Vendors to Use and Why. So I highly recommend that. And I'm even going by category, and it's even got a really cool like sheet afterwards. Listen, okay? And then the next week after that, we're going to be doing what to say when someone asks about the business. Now, this is going to be pertaining to actually booking and team building. I'm also going to be talking about team building, about how to retain agents. So we have some really good stuff coming up. Yes. So I'm actually already Vacation Express, obviously, because I'm doing the training, but I still want to share with you what you need to do to get registered if you are not registered with Vacation Express. Okay. You will come into your travel cafe back here. I'm going too far. We're going to our travel cafe is where we're trying to go. And then under the suppliers, you go to Suppliers USA, and then you already know it's alphabetical order. And then you're going to scroll down to Vacation Express. Once you open it, it will lead to this page here. And how to register is in the supplier request form, and then you can access it here. It's very easy, but you have to do a supplier request form in order to register with them. Okay, so Vacation Express. Yes, I'm already here. So what I want to do for tonight is Vacation Express is huge, okay? There's a lot of different parts of it, but I know a lot of tips and tricks, okay? Now I'm going to tell you guys, there is a Facebook group on Facebook where they have for Vacation Express, and it's just for agents. I don't have it off the top of my head, but you guys can look it up. I learned a lot of what I know because I book a lot, and then I've learned from that group. So what I'm going to give you tonight is like the tips and tricks that I probably wish I knew in the beginning, okay? And what to expect when you're booking with them, the different type of rewards programs they have. Like, they just have a lot for us, okay? So we're going to do a deep dive. So we're going to go down the left-hand side here, and then it's into a booking. Just do like a simple hotel booking, and then I'm going to explain the tabs up here because they actually have a really good part to it too, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something before I even start. You're going to see me refreshing the page a lot because, guys, signs out itself a lot. Like, you will be in the middle of something and it will sign out. And if it glitches or acts weird and you're like in the middle of a booking, check your cart because it might have a booking stuck in it. Like, there's just certain things that you'll notice about the site. So if you see me doing that, it's not a glitch. I'm trying to do that. Okay. Now, also with that, if you guys are writing in the chat, I can't see it at this point because I'm now inside like Vacation Express. So as I'm not ignoring you, if you guys ask questions or anything like that, I'm going to make sure I answer them at the end of this. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a little deep dive on Vacation Express. And I'm going to go kind of slow because I don't want to like overwhelm you, but we're going to do the bookings and stuff last. Okay. Because that's actually the easiest part here. It's way easier to book on here than probably most platforms. So we'll get to that part. But what we're going to do tonight is just start with what they actually have to offer, okay? So the travel agent home, it brings you back to here. You know, we do the new bookings later. Anytime you do an actual booking, you can always come back here to my reservations and it will populate all of the bookings for you. Now, let's start with the actual tabs, shall we? The VE collection, this is a Vacation Express collection. They are elevating like the luxury experience with these certain hotels. You can also reach out to them about this, but these kind of hotels have included amenities that are not offered for other resorts. So I know it's not something that we typically search for, but if you're looking for like a really good promo deal and maybe you offer luxurious resorts, this is where you want to go. Okay. They have deals inside here. You can open them, take a look at them and kind of do a deep dive. But these are like the exclusive like resorts that they are recommending for you guys. And they have extra amenities that are attached to them. Now, Vax does something a little bit like that. But for this one, it's just going to be specific ones and they change throughout the month. Okay. And I'll tell you too, when it comes in here, they have like a whole experience that's attached to it. Like they get pre-departure preparation, a direct introduction, pre-arrival team. Like they have all of that kind of fancy stuff built into it. Okay. So these are the first things that I want you guys to look at here. This is the VE collection. I don't really use this much, but anytime somebody comes to me, because I book a lot of adults only, when they are like wanting that specific luxury experience, this is where I start. Okay. Now, the next two things, this is just about your profile and if you get email subscriptions. So that's really just all about us here, okay? This is what we like can see for our tools. Now, the next part is going to be the booking tools. I'm going to tell you, they have some pretty cool stuff here. Trip insurance is the first thing that they offer. They offer two types of trip insurance. I added in here, but you guys know I'm a really big fan of Tinlake, right? Like I love Tinlake, and Tinlake is a little bit cheaper. But if you want to build a whole package, you can offer them vacation insurance, okay? And with that, it has really good flexibility. It has two types of plans. And then it has different rules and stuff. There's a bunch, okay? And it's capped out. We do get commission for it. It's capped out at 10%. Okay. And it's only payable after the book has been paid in full. So it is commissionable if you guys add it, of course. But there are restrictions. So just test it out. If it's cheaper, if it's more worth it more, to do Vacation Express, then do them. But if not, you guys know where my other friend is. Yes. Tinlake. Yes. Okay. So continuing, booking tools here. We have terms and conditions. You guys can read that if you choose to, but it does have the same that I like. So when we're doing a booking, I'll show it to you guys later. You guys can actually go in and just click hold it. And if you do hold it, it'll hold it, I think, for 24 hours for you. And after they hold it for 24 hours, you can book it in between then. And if not, it automatically releases. Anytime you click the actual hold it and you're holding something, you can visit the hold it right here. Okay. Top of that, they also have price match. Price match is pretty great, but it's not instant like Vax and all of them. This one's a little bit different, but for price matching, you can actually email them. And then, of course, if it's a group, you have to do the groups. They do groups here, okay? They do a lot of weddings. So this is why I really like to show them because I don't think we know about them, okay? How many of you guys are actually using Vacation Express right now? Has anybody, just put it in the chat because I'll come back to it and I want to see. Because I like to show you guys suppliers, but I don't know if I'm covering the right suppliers. And I'm really why I like this one so much is because how secure it is. We'll get into that part. But it just has a lot of cool features that I'm not used to. And it's a lot faster than most of the other vendors that we have, okay? And they're very, very secure here. I'm going to tell you something. I did a booking at the beginning of I think this month. No, well, we're at the beginning of February. So it would have been like the end of January is when I did it. Okay. And it was happening later on this month. And they actually have their own credit card auth form. Same thing as ours, like exactly, but they have their own. And they made sure that it was a legit booking before they continued with it. And they didn't like cancel the booking or anything. They gave me more than 24 hours. They were really cool about it because it actually went to my spam. Okay. But if it's a booking within 30 days, they do have their own credit card auth form that you have to get the client to fill out. My client was really cool about it. He didn't care. He just signed it, and then they require like the back part of the credit card, like the last 4 digits to verify with the name, like the same thing we do. Okay. And then I had to submit it, and I had to get approval. Yeah. So like you basically just have to send it to their email. They approve it and they're good to go. But I like that because it tells me that they don't play around with fraud. Right. So they are great. They work exactly kind of like other vendors, but I just feel like they're a little bit faster on it. And their customer service guys, they contact us like they're really they're really exact. Like I was pricing it, and I kept calling her to actually calling Vacation Express, and I kept calling this one lady. It always seemed like I talked to her, and she was super nice. And then she actually called me after we got off the phone just to tell me something more about the booking. So, like, the reason I'm telling you all of that is because I just really recommend Vacation Express. Okay. Now, continuing down. Okay. So, they have price match. They also have a reduced deposit plan. It depends on what booking it is. And then, if you need any of this kind of information, you guys, okay. Now, they do have a helpful tips section. So, if you guys can take a look here, I will tell you that they do their airport transportation a little bit different than what we're used to. So, for these certain countries, they go here, they use Nexus Tours. This is normally what I'm used to. I will tell you, when you book a client through here, they have to actually download the Nexus Tour app, and they have to register like inside the app for the airport transportation. Like it's a little complicated, but it's nice because like when we book with other vendors, they just have to like show up and then wait for the person to arrive with their name and all of that, right? Here, you can actually see it on a mobile app, so people tend to like that a little bit better, okay? They actually also have an excursion version that you guys can check out too, but you do have to register with them. But they have their own excursions kind of built into Vacation Express, that their own partner that you can look at, okay? But here's for the other countries in here. And then speaking of countries, let's take a look and see at all the destinations that they book, okay? So a lot of what we have here is primarily going to be, I'm going to do the map and then give me a list. Here we go. It's mostly Mexico and the Caribbean. They do have some Central America and South America that you guys can book in here, but this is mostly like a Mexico Caribbean kind of vendor. Yes, they have United States, but it's not a lot, and they also do Hawaii too. So if you need some Hawaii, they do have exotic like Dubai, Maldives, and they also have Europe and United States. Okay, so they have a lot of different locations, but honestly, I mostly just use them for Mexico and Caribbean. That's what I use them for. Okay, now continuing. Now I have to go back and sign in. That's what I tell you guys. This thing logs me out all the time. Here we go. Okay. Now, continuing down, which I guess it's good, right? It's super secure. It logs you out. So they actually offer also, Vacation Express also offers nonstop charter flights. So that's for like the bulkier flights. You know how sometimes when they say don't book directly with the group flights? Okay. If they don't book directly, you guys can also use either Archer or use Consolidators. This is one of the Consolidators. They have Vacation Express has like a charter flight that you guys can do. Okay. They also have a lot of agent benefits for us. There is a lot. Now, if you are going to book a lot of Vacation Express, you're going to want to register with their VE Rewards program. It is probably one of my favorites. Listen, I'm going to tell you how it works. Okay. So every booking that you do, you get 3,000 points per contact or client, shall I say. And then with that, you also get, it's like every 1,000 points is like $1 basically. So for one booking for two people, I got $6. Okay. And it turns into a card, and they actually send the card to you. You do have to fill out a W-9 to do so, but I just filled it out and submitted it because they're giving us cash. So they have to have a double 9. Now, a lot of us always ask questions about that. Guys, we're independent contractors, so that doesn't have anything to do. We're not like signing a big contract or anything. We're just letting them know, yes, you can tax me for taking the money for that I'm awarded. That's what it's for, okay? But in there, get rewarded with rewards. Join today. Come in here and join. I'm going to tell you a secret about this, okay? You have to update your W-9 every single year or they will close out your points. I don't know why that's how they work. Okay. And it's really good because it adds up very quickly and it's on a card. So it's kind of nice about that. But make sure you do your W name, make sure you upload it. They have to approve it before you can start. Like, they'll still pay you even if you've already booked something, as long as it's within this year. If it's from December 31st or before, it's gone now, because it cancels out every year. But as long as it's like the beginning of January till now, you can go ahead and register and then redeem the points that way. Okay? Because I didn't redeem my points or like register my points until after I did the booking. They were totally fine with that. All right. But yeah, it's 3,000 per adult traveler and then 6,000 per contracted groups. So that's pretty cool, right? And then you guys can earn more points by including add-ons into your client's bookings. So if you do pre-purchase checked bags, pre-purchase seats, and then trip protection plan also earns an additional 3,000 points. So that's like $3 that you earn automatically on top of the commission. We like that, yeah? Okay, so that is how it works. Okay. Once you earn 75,000 and you submitted it, you'll be able to click redeem now, and then you basically get like $75 almost for the redeem. Okay. So we like that. Yes. So you guys can check that out. Let me go back over here. They also have a fly free program. If you guys book 5 flights, you get a free ticket. So, and that's has to be with charter bookings, not regular bookings. Okay, charter bookings. And then on any exclusive Vacation Express charter flight, players earn a free companion ticket with an additional 5 bookings. Yes. So book 5, fly free. You can check that out if you want. And they also have the group situation too, where they have an agent incentive for group bookings. So if you book a lot of flights, simply book 25 or more, and the Expression Charter, which is the part of, where's it at? So where'd it go? I just lost it. There it is. It's over here. So right here, okay, if you check this out and you book more than 25 or passengers, if you're doing a group, you guys also get some free flights. You like that? Yeah. Did you know about that? I don't think a lot of us know this. A lot of the vendors have stuff like this in there, but you don't use the vendors enough to check it out. Vax, even, I know I've been talking Vax a lot because this is like an alternative to Vax for me. But Vax has a lot of programs like this too. You guys have to make sure you're redeeming your points over there too, because they'll give us a lot of free stuff, right? And I know it's like okay, 75,000 points, I can cash it out. That's $75. What if I have to do a booking and I need $75 to go off that booking? Like, it really works in your benefit. You know what I'm saying? And 2, we can add extra commission. So like, just to say we use those points, we can add the extra commission and kind of cash it out too. Okay. Now, continuing, they also have freebies that you guys can learn about. It's an enhancement that they have. They also have a 20% commission club on select resorts. You guys can learn more about those. It goes by country. You guys can find them out. Okay. And then, of course, continuing, there's a lot more. They have a President's Club that's like for like big bookers, and then if you need to do an incentive redemption form. Okay, so there's a lot of good agent benefits. You guys take time to learn more about these. All right, but let's continue, shall we? I really just want to do like a deep dive so you know what it all does. Okay, so I'm not going to go too deep, but basically what I want you guys to understand is they also do groups, and they have it set up just like Vax too. Like, so they have express groups that you guys can do, and it has like a certain like express group information, request form. They have things in here to qualify to make sure you do like either express or contracted, and it has a minimum number of rooms, but it's required by like the room itself, the hotel, and it tells you right here where you can find out. Okay, if you do it like the express, then they have it basically like a regular booking, and then it's like so many rooms, you get the express group. Okay, and then they also do contracted groups, which is where a contract is required. You have to follow the terms. You have to talk to Archer about this part. Okay, but with this one, you just go in there and you start doing like the request process. You get the code after you meet the minimum bookings. So you go in, do all the bookings, get the code, and then they apply it for you. Okay, and they get a group discount. So we like that, yeah. They have a really good group, like people that you can reach out to, and you can also call. So if you have a problem with this, just call them. Just let them do it for you, because there's a lot. There's a lot for contracted. There's a lot for express. So that's a whole training in itself, isn't it? But they are really good for groups. They are also really good for group flights. So check them out. All right. Now, continuing, guess what, guys? They do a lot of trainings. So if you want a really good deep dive, you can attend some of those. They also do fam trips, and they also do travel agent events. So you guys want to sign up for this kind of stuff, and you guys can sign up for it in that part up here where it says email subscriptions. You guys can sign up for those, okay? But yes, they do all of that. You can check their live trainings. You can watch their old trainings. They have BAM trips for us, and they have travel agent events that we can attend. Okay. Now, moving on down, we're almost done with the left side, but we have a lot more. Okay. They also have a lot of good marketing tools. I love their marketing tools that they have. They have really good flyers. You guys know I'm a flyer fanatic. They have a lot of good flyers for us. Okay. They have other stuff that you guys can just learn about, but we're not really worried about that. I'm going to show you what I do in here. I actually don't use a lot of this. They have social posts, virtual backgrounds. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. Okay. But I want to show you what I do with this. You ready? So one of the most popular places that I book a lot of would be Jamaica. I book a lot of Jamaica. And even though with the hurricane, people still go there. They don't care. Okay. So let's just say if we had some packages like this, we could take a look there. You could get the VIP experience. They have a lot of just different stuff that you can go through when you come to like the actual like destinations. Okay. But when it comes to deals, you can go down here at the bottom if you want to. But if you just click right here, it also has deals that are broken down by like where they depart, or they have the deals broken down by country. Okay. So like I'm saying, watch this. Destinations, break it down by country. The other deals are broken down by locations where they're departing. Okay. So first set of deals down here. Let's just click Jamaica deals. Do you see this right here? This is right here. You could just screenshot. Hot best beat the cold with these hot deals. Jamaica, 3 nights all inclusive with round trips for many U.S. cities. That's the most generic one that they have. Okay. They also have packages. So like if I open it like this, it'll change it to where it starts talking about the package. You guys can easily screenshot this. Okay. Screenshot this. Now this is going to be starting prices because it's going to be with round trip flights, right? So if I wanted to take that round trip flight and I want to do a deal with it, we have to pick a city. And they have very popular cities. I'm here in Houston, so let's just do Houston. Boom. There we go. See how that works? 5 nights all inclusive. These are things that you guys can take. They also have it broken down by resort. And this is going to be even more specific because it's going to have it from Houston. Then you just pick the 5 nights when you do the booking. But these are easy things that you guys can use to do like mock bookings, to do deals. If you're talking about a specific resort that you want to promote, you guys can use this. Yes? Do you like that? I loved this feature. So like I said, there's 2 ways to do it. So if I didn't want to go with the flights, like I don't want the flights involved, like I do Cancun a lot, I just wanted like the actual resort, we could do so. We don't have to have all of that in there. And they even have this Nexus Tours. This is a really good like kind of excursion group. So you guys could check them out too. But if we just pick one, learn more, automatically we could come in here and learn more about the resort. I mean, this resort has signature butler service. You guys can add that on there when you guys are booking. And it even tells you more discount credits. I mean, it has a lot of good information. And if I was looking for that specific resort, I could even come in and find their current promotions that they have here. Okay. So that is like, I feel like it's a lot like Vax, right? Do you guys think it's a lot like Vax? But I'm going to tell you something that the reason why I say it's a lot like Vax. It has the resorts that Vax doesn't have. If you ever run into a situation where you can't find a specific resort on Vax, it's because it's either here or in Pleasant Holidays. So those are my other 2 vendors that I use. Okay. And I'll cover all of that as I'll cover a lot of that on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm going to go in and cover like what vendors to use and why. And that training is really just going to kind of break it down for you. But I'm definitely recommend the watching Thursday so you guys can learn about all these different types of vendors I got. Okay. Now, you guys kind of get the idea when it comes to the deals, all right? I'm going to do the bookings parts last. You guys understand the destinations, but let's talk about the group travel. Group travel, like I said, you guys can either do express or contracted. If you need help, just call them or send them to an actual like get in touch the department or send them an email. Okay. This kind of goes the same with weddings. It's also considered a part of group travel, but it does kind of operate in its own department. So for there, you can see for groups, wedding groups of 15 guests or more, you could click here, okay, or email them. Gosh, their words are so small here, right? Hey, okay, that's you could just bid yourself, but they actually just have what resorts they do weddings with. So if that's something you're interested in and you're like booking weddings, check here to see if they might have it for you. And they have some really cool, like they'll have like deals and stuff. Let me see if I can find something here. Like it'll have like the perks and stuff that kind of come in to getting married. Perfect Palace weddings for all faiths. Okay, cool. They have Angus beef brand. Great. Like they'll have stuff in here. Kids and teens stay free to 2,500 resort credit. Like they have a lot of different things here that you guys can offer to the clients. Okay. So that is how that works. I'm going to zoom out. Okay. Now that is, I feel like probably, look, it already signed me back out. I feel like that is like the bare rough minimum of Vacation Express. Okay. Now what I want to show you real quick is how to book with them, because they're really easy to book with. Like it's probably one of my favorite places to book. I can come in here and do quotes back to back to back to back because they're easy to book with. Okay. So we'll just start with a new booking. Yes. I'm going to just do a hotel only just to make it easy, like not searching for flights and stuff. I mean, we could go back to flights if we want. Like, let's see. I was just booking this trip. So leaving from Houston, going to Jamaica, they were looking for hedonism, 4 nights, continue. But I don't want to spend too much time on bookings because we can spend a lot of time doing a booking, right? But they do have really good flights in here. I feel like their flights are pretty good price. I don't feel like they're too much higher, and they let you kind of select what type of flights you really want. Like if you want like nonstop, you can choose it. Okay. So after you search the booking, it'll come in here like this. You'll come in here and do more options, and then you can come in and then pick whatever flights you guys want. If you scroll really far down, that's where they have a lot of the times they'll have like the direct flights. You have to scroll pretty far for those. Okay. Unless you get it to where they might not have direct flights for this one. But if they have direct flights, it's not always at the top. Sometimes you have to scroll for it. Okay. Now, for this, oh my God, that's why I hit, wait, let me go back. Okay. That's how you book flights. Other than that, we're just going to go through like a regular, because now it's not going to go away. All right. So regular booking, perfect, fine. Same thing, right? And then if you select flights, you just select your hotel, you're continuing. So let's just say we had flights in there. We're going to continue like normal, like we already had the flights. So it's the same thing. But come on, it's a little slow, yes? Maybe it helps if I close this stuff out. There we go. It's really searching. There we go. Okay, now has all the hotels. I'll show you something about the search in a second, but let me just go in here and act like we're going to do a booking real quick, okay? So let's just find a little resort for them. Oh, they got my little hedonism here. Hedonism is the only place I can book it, so we'll take it. If the rooms are sold out or on request, it'll tell you. They also have varied descriptions. You can open it, and it will actually tell you the description. I'm going to tell you, you can't see this. You won't be able to see what I populate, but what I do is I open this and then I go copy and paste it above, and then I look up the room. Like I just let you know I do that. Sometimes it shows you pictures, but I don't guarantee it. If it doesn't, then just go do it. But when I go to the next one, it should. So let's just say we want this room. We can select. Right? Now it's going to come in here and it's going to give us all the information for it. And it's going to give us the option to either hold it or we can go in and do the booking itself. Okay. So let's just take a look at this, shall we? I'm going to zoom in for you guys. So the selected hotel is for hedonism, 4 nights, 2 adults. It has the room. Like I said, it doesn't have the picture here, so you might just have to search for a picture. And when I do my Chat GPT, like mock bookings, I go and look up there, get the picture, and just throw it in there, okay? And then it also has the deposit. It's due, kind of like Vax, yeah? It's due today, obviously, for $50 per person. That's not bad. We'll take that, right? And then final payment is due on Monday, November 9th. So they have plenty of time to pay it off, almost a month out, so that works, okay? Now, here's a couple of things. You can start over. Listen to me. If you click change, it takes you back, but you cannot go out of this. This is now in your cart. You have to remove it out of your cart to continue, or it won't populate, or it'll, like when you go back and try to do another booking, it'll put both of them in the carts at the same time. Yes, you can do that. Okay. And it's kind of good if you're booking multiple trips, I guess, but normally we don't do that. So if you want to start over, you literally have to click start over to do so. Okay. But continuing down. So $50 full payment, has a double occupancies per room. Right here, you could do round trip shared transfers. If you don't like this price, like if you could get it cheaper, sometimes I can get it cheaper on Expedia. I price check. But if you can't, then you can remove it. Once you click remove, it removes. You cannot add it back. Okay, so be mindful if you remove. So, and they also have like they do price transfers. Like they have different ones that you can look at down here. Okay, and they also have like a departure allowance, fast track, which means it's kind of faster. They have a lot of stuff, and we'll move down there. But continuing, okay, if you remove it, you remove it. Now, additional service charge. You can charge extra commission in here, yes, and you could put it in there and click add. But here's the total package price. Here's the commission amount, and then this net due. We do not ever quote net due because that's without our commission. We quote always total package price, right? You can, if you want to quote this to a client, you can hide that agent detail, and it will just let you do like that. Yes. Okay. Now down here they have airline baggage fees. If we were to include a flight, we could take a look and see what is included in the flights, the terms and conditions. We also could come in here and do save itinerary. Save this itinerary just means that they're saving the idea of you looking this up, okay? This does not actually hold it or book it. You have to click hold it to actually hold it for 24 hours and then book it to continue to the booking page, okay? Continuing down. Try to zoom in so you guys can see it better. So we have here Vacation Protection Plus, and then we have the one with supplement. The supplement is going to be the one with cash. This one gives credit. This one gives cash. Then they have Vacation Protection Plus, and then they have the one with cash. Then they have another one that they have a lot. Just take a look and see which one works the most for your client, okay? Electronic delivery, paper documents. They also have $20 because they have to send them a paper document. I wonder what that paper document is. Travel vouchers presented in a handsome passport wallet are available. Oh, that's so cute. Why would you do that? But that's adorable. I've never seen this. So it'll give them the actual like voucher, like the paper document. It's presented in a handsome passport wallet, are available if preferred, and will incur a $20 per booking. That's so cute. You can provide the mailing address and it will send them the documents. I love that. Okay, now on top of that, you guys can also do tours. If you want to add some tours in here, you can send it to them and add it. Okay, but after that, you would click hold it or you can click book it, and then you just get their information, book it. Since it's due for the $50 tonight, I would probably just go ahead and collect it, and then they wouldn't have to make their final payment to them. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, guys. That's Vacation Express. I mean that's really all what I use it for, and it's pretty awesome. But I definitely would suggest checking out that Facebook group. I think it's like Vacation Express Travel Agents. I don't really want to promote another group on my YouTube channel. Okay, so check them out on your own. But that is the basic breakdowns of Vacation Express. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. If this video has helped you, make sure you go ahead and like this video. Make sure that, of course, you share it with your teams and you comment if it has helped you. Yes. But that is my Vacation Express walkthrough. I will see you guys on Thursday, where we will talk about what vendors to use and why. Make sure you join me then. And I'm going to head over to my studio now to answer any questions that you guys have. I will meet you there in the live chat box. Drop them there. And if not, I will see you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And make sure you like this video and share it with your teams.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.